Once upon a time in the land of upside-down bananas, a detective named Inspector Waffletoe was investigating a crime that hadn't happened yet. The prime suspect? A talking cloud named Gerald, who only spoke in riddles about spaghetti. Inspector Waffletoe, who had jelly beans for eyebrows, interrogated Gerald in the middle of a sunflower field that whispered government secrets when the wind blew westward. "Where were you when the sandwich disappeared from the moon?" he demanded. Gerald responded with a cryptic message. "The socks of destiny are never mismatched on Tuesdays." This was not helpful, so Waffletoe turned to his assistant, a sentient rubber chicken named Dr. Cluckington, for guidance. Dr. Cluckington, fluent in 12 languages, but only capable of communicating through interpretive dance, did an elaborate jig that translated roughly to, "Follow the smell of invisible cheese." So they did. The journey took them through the tunnel of eternal screaming, which was actually quite relaxing, and into the underwater desert, where fish wore tiny cowboy hats and spoke only in slow motion. There, they met a horse who claimed to be the president of Mars. He gave them a single shoelace and told them, "This is the key to everything, or nothing. Hard to say." Suddenly, reality folded in on itself, and Waffletoe found himself in a courtroom where a giant donut was on trial for tax evasion. The judge, a kangaroo with a law degree, banged his gavel, which was just a really angry squirrel, and declared, "Case dismissed! Now let's all sing the national anthem of Atlantis." At that exact moment, Gerald the Cloud reappeared, laughing maniacally. "The answer was pineapple all along," he cackled before exploding into confetti, made entirely of legal documents. Inspector Waffletoe sighed. It was going to be one of those days. As he left the courtroom, realizing that life in upside-down bananas was never boring, he muttered to himself, "Next time, I'll stick to simple mysteries, like the case of the missing jelly beans." Sitting on a giant banana, he scribbled notes about the day's adventures, pondering how he could possibly explain this to his boss. With each stroke of his pen, he found his thoughts spiraling into a whirlwind of nonsense. But that was just another day in the life of a detective in this whimsical land. As the sun dipped below the horizon, transforming the world into a candy-colored paradise, he pondered what the next absurd case might be. Just then, a colorful portal opened before him, crackling with energy and inviting him to dive into yet another ludicrous adventure that awaited beyond the horizon.